So Governor DeSantis of Florida made a statement, an excellent statement, I thought, and I want to read it. He said, the weaponization of the legal system to advance a political agenda turns the rule of law on its head. It is un-American. The Soros-backed Manhattan district attorney has consistently bent the law to downgrade felonies and to excuse criminal misconduct. Yet now he is stretching the law to target a political opponent. Florida will not assist in an extradition request given the questionable circumstances at issue with this Soros-backed Manhattan prosecutor and his political agenda. First time I read that, this is what my reaction is. This is actually what I commented under it. I saw it on Twitter and I was like, based, DeSantis, based. My understanding of the extradition process when it comes to a domestic extradition, because a lot of people don't even know that that's a thing or think that's a thing. It's a formality. It's an administrative thing. Like if you're in a foreign country, for example, if you're in like Hong Kong and you get an extradition, well, I guess Hong Kong's a bad example because they don't have the same extradition laws. If you're in the UK and you commit a crime here in the United States, then the U.S. files an extradition request and the UK generally complies and sends that person back to the United States. That's the process of extradition. But in the United States, if you commit a state crime, a state level crime, and you're prosecuted for that, like the Manhattan district attorney, right? That's a state level crime. Then you're still in the United States. So do you actually have to be extradited, or is that just something that they can get you, they can call you, they can subpoena you, they can arrest you? Well, the answer to that is in Florida, there's a little bit of a gray area here. It's a technicality. It's a administrative process that says actually it's just a piece of paperwork you file with the state of Florida if you're going to make an arrest in Florida, if you're going to come and get someone who you're charging in Florida and take them into custody, you have to file paperwork. And usually it's just a rubber stamp in Florida. It's usually just like, yeah, sure, as long as you file paperwork, we just want to know what's happening in our state and make sure that something weird isn't going on. But I have high confidence in DeSantis's legal team. And if they feel that they are able to refuse this administrative task based on the fact that it's an illegitimate political witch hunt, then I think it's super based. I think it's awesome. I think that that's a great move by DeSantis. Whether it will hold up in a court of law, whether he has the right to do that, I understand the counter argument to this is how can one governor be the judge and the jury? How can one governor just decide that a case is illegitimate? And the answer to that is I don't know the ins and outs of the legal paperwork. So I think that's going to be part of what plays out. My guess is that it won't actually play out. My guess is that President Trump will probably head to New York, but we'll know within a couple days, won't we?